Granted.
Hello and welcome to Candid and Open, the podcast that exposes different topics that are related to social life, governmental policies, and many more. Candid and Open is created as a project for our public speaking class. So here, in this Candid and Open podcast, you will notice projects with varied topics. And the important things also knowledge about our life that we are going through right now. And find out more about us and our personal thoughts in this podcast. Hope you enjoy the show.
Hi, and welcome to Open and Candid Podcast, where we're going to be expose ourselves into many different kind of topics such as government policy, healthcare, and even situation like bullying, a very sensitive matter subject that we're going to discuss. My name is Henry Rantum, and I'll be the host for today. May you all of you listener enjoy and listen to this broadcast. As we know, bullying is a very sensitive subject that we are going to discuss right now. Many people around the world, especially in school and college, having problem with bullying. Right now, I'm going to have two guests from Universitas Advent Indonesia, English education.
Hi, I'm Emily Claudia Muntu. I'm English education major.
Hi, I'm Prachika Noli Saregar. I'm English education major.
So, as our topic is going to be young bullying today, I'll have to make a simple indoor scenario for right now. As we know, especially during our primary or even kindergarten time, we always have someone, either male or female, who likes to rule around everyone, not just because of our mistake, but also they feel more superior than us and even try to bullying us, which is a bully. Right now, we're going to see how some of our guests will explain their own basis or even scenario that they have right now. Do you have this kind of scenario before?
Yes, I have. Okay, I have experienced the case you're telling me about, and this case made me afraid to socialize with everyone. So the story is there was a gang of boys and girls who always bullied me with their hurtful words. And they also seem only to take advantage of my kindness. And they thought I'm too innocent and easy to order around. They didn't realize what they are doing, so it's hard to me to stop them. And it was getting worse. So from that, I I'm afraid to socialize and always think bad about everyone.
That is a very quite interesting one, especially can be a very sensitive one. And how about you, Fachika? Have you ever felt this kind of experience before?
Personally, I once experienced bullying in my elementary school. At the time, I had a friend who was social butterfly and loved to bully others too. The reason why he bullied me that I didn't help him do assignment. As a result, he was furious and hiding my shoe and also spread a rumor about me. Because of that, no one should get along with me. I decided to isolate myself and I didn't want to be friends with him. That is my experience when I was bullied.
I'm very sorry to hear that about that, Fachika and Emily, about your experience. But if I may put actually the statistic that I have read, there is at least 20.3% of students that have been bullying, especially experienced or other kind. But if I may to compile everything, it will be 41% of students have been exposed to this kind of experience that could even lead to more trauma and more problem. Do you have example for this kind of experience? Maybe from another media?
I agree. I've read the Korean comic called Lookism from Webtoon. So Webtoon it is an app that contains tons of digital comic, and Lookism story tell the story about a high school boy who always bullied by Logan Lee. However, because he cannot handle this bully he has been through all day, so he decided to move to Seoul. But unfortunately, Seoul is not different. One day, in his boarding room, he woke up and find himself awakened in another body, which was so perfect. As the story progresses, Lookism is a topic that talk about bullying incident more detail. And this story or This comic tells about the bullying incident detailed, and so Lookism is the number one top comic that talk about bullying issues in it.
Well, that is a very interesting web comic that we can share to other people. And can we get to Fachika? Have you ever tried, or at least know, like movie or even maybe even music about a story about bullying before?
I have to. I saw a similar story about bullying in a Halloween movie. The title of the movie is A Wonder. The main actor is a Augie, a 10 years old with facial deformities. He has been bullied because his appearance, which is of course make his life miserable. However, despite the problems, he has a well-rounded system such as his father, his mother, older sister, and Daisy his dog. Long story short, he finally decided to make change his face. He had 27 operations to be able to see, smell, speak, and hear. And then his parents sent him to public school. At the school, he had a friend named Jack. They were good friends, and always said, be nice to others because everyone fighting in life. As a result, we must be a good people.
Well, that is an interesting one for the movie, that even including a bullying, like the one Fachika has given and a webcomic they have given by Emily. So, beside of this thing about it, is there anything that basis on? Because I have read, especially in other topics, that bullying increase more and become more problem. Any other basis beside the movies and the webcomic that you read?
Well, as I told you, the bullying incident that I faced in the past, it was related to the physical, and it still makes impression on my mind. So I'm afraid to socialize, and when I want to forget this, but it's hard, and when I remember it, it makes me sad. As we all know, after they commit the bullying, they must feel satisfaction. Yes, it is natural for them to bully again because it makes them satisfied. After that, when they do that, they will attract everyone's attention. From that, they will attract everyone's attention and seen by many people. But they don't want to participate because they afraid to be bullied or act as a substitute for a victim.
Bullies want others to perceive in the way they want to be perceived. I tell you a story about about experience I was bullied in high school because my religion forbade me from doing activities on Saturday. So I couldn't attend class. So my friends were jealous and disliked me. So based on my experience, bullying is jealousy. All I can do is pray to God from they do not easily become jealous and understand my situation.
I have to agree with this kind of assessment, which is a very hard to listen it, especially when there's a quote but saying about if you don't eat, you be eaten. If you don't bully, you get bullied, which is a very, very hard to say and is being normalized by many school or even everywhere with this kind of very actually sensitive everything, to be honest. I'm sorry about that because I have experienced this kind of problem, especially during my junior high. I try my best to fight back against my people who bully me. Even I have to do something very crude or maybe unexpected by many people. I punch back people who bully me. But it only lasts for a week and I feel very saddened with this kind of problem because in the end it's useless, especially when they come to to my house when I was sick, and even eat all the food in the fridge, which is, I'm sorry, it's very disheartening one for me. But how about all of you? Do you have kind of interesting way to tell about this kind of type bullying that I just mentioned before?
Okay. In some cases, the bully target is innocent person because the bully was harmed by someone in the past. So could be they want to take the power gain and revenge. Maybe the abuser want to be a dominant, strong, and in control. Upon closer inspection, there are many cases like the bully, have unresolved past traumas. Yeah, it's like that.
And how about Frachika? Do you have some kind of word like in here? Maybe some opinion like, you know, saddened about their reason to bullying?
According to various article I read from reliable source, there are two stand up. The first is revenge, and the second is increasing social status. We recover something called social in our lives to benefit from each other. And revenge is natural thing because it makes them happy and excited them. Bullies do it because they are saying that bad people are born from who good people are harmed, which is probably they do it.
I I cannot believe that this kind of bullying is very quite disturbing, especially for me. And do you ever feel or even see that some bullying aspect could even traumatize all kind of children, especially during their growing up to teenager to adult, which can even give them a depression and social anxiety.
Yes, this is why we need to father children because children like to be appreciated and cared for. Without the attention, they will definitely get attention by bullying or disturbing their friends, and only to get the attention.
And their GPA and their academic score could be flunk or even got worse, making them more and more problem. Is there a way, do you think, that can resolve this kind of bullying problem?
So far, the trauma I face is still inside of me and is still embedded in my mind. So, especially this bully says in public, so it makes me uh, embrace and I don't know what to do. So I I want to stop. I want to stop, but it's hard. It's hard. And yeah, this feeling of insecurity appears on me. So I'm afraid to socialize again because because I'm afraid to it will raise again. So when I want to get a friend, I have to know more about them, and maybe this hard to me. This hard to me to have a friendship. Yeah.
Sorry, it's getting nerve to me because I experienced this kind before. How about Fachika? Do you still lingering about the traumatic being bullied?
Yes, I have. The way I said, I was anxious and stressed, and I cried in my room. I thought to following God was not easy. The road is not smooth. They disagree with my beliefs and frequently gossip about me behind my back. They tended to call me a holy and innocent person who has no sins. So I prefer to remain silent. To be honest, it makes me sad when they say that. I just harbor it and I believe they do so because they do not understand my religion I profess. I don't think about it much either. I just keep my distance with them. because I have to think being with friends with everyone. I'm pretty frequently silent and I don't have many friends.
It was quite saddening hearing about the two of you experience, but if I may, people who are got bullied may also becoming the bully too, because how traumatic they've passed before. And if you may, about myself, I have been bullied for my physical appearance. The time they bring me to in front of the school, bullying me, make me cry all days, resulted on me becoming more angry and start punching back people who bully me. At first, it was normal. Nothing happens. There's no bullying anymore. I don't cry anymore. However, 2 weeks later, they came back again, bullying me more harsher and harsher. They even willing to mock me before I left. Stole my food, all my Lego collection that I sometimes bring to the school just for showing off to the teacher what have I done, which is quite a traumatic experience that can also almost lead me to become the bully too. And if I may ask the opinion of the two of you, how do you going to stop this kind of victim and also bullying problem? Is there a way for us to stop this problem?
All right, I think help the children to know the bullying is and bullying is unacceptable. Treat your children to know the bad things of this bullying and treat your children how to respect to other people because when you respect other they will respect you too.
You have good point, Emily. We must be a good example for others and stand up for those who need help. Make friends with everyone and use love for those who need helps. And there should also be follow-up meetings from the both for the target and the victim. Bullying should be addressed for understanding effects, responding to it, and working to others to prevent it. Talk to your teacher if you need help and call law enforcement.
Thank you, Frachika and Emily, for your talk. And right now, let's go back to the main topic. Our main topic is mostly about why bullying themes are prominent in many such as manga, webcomics, drama, TV show, and even movies and music. And also lastly, podcast or broadcast that we always hear. The reason of many why there is a bullying theme everywhere is because of people have feel passionately want to tell people that we need to stop this kind of problem. Most of the reason that we know is because of jealousy, hatred, and even a traumatic past that makes people become bullied too. Which is why I ask the viewer, all of you, to learn and to even help other people to prevent this kind of problem that will grow and more if we cannot stop this kind of bullying experience. I'm quite sorry, it's deep for me, but I ask everyone to keep their mind and always in watch to stop even all kinds of bullying. Alright, I don't realize it right now that we are going to end our broadcast right now, which is quite saddening again, just like what I say. But right now, I'd like to invite a closing statement for Emily and Fachika. Do you have any kind of statement that you want to say?
Okay, I have. A healthy mind doesn't speak ill of others. Treat your others with respect and kindness.
You cannot be against without actually doing something about it because strong people stand up for others and strongest people stand up from themselves. By all means, let's love each other instead of bullying.
That is a very good statement that we're going to close. Thank you from Emily and Fachika for the closing statement that you guys for today. And right now we thank you for all the listener who watch this program. And also if you like this talk show, We ask you to like, comment, and even subscribe. And thank you for everything. My name is Henry Rantung. I hope you enjoy our talk show. See you next time and
And
stay
stay
knowledgeable.
knowledgeable.
Bye.